Hello, name is Moses Oluwaseun. Welcome to Gymnasium of the Mind. Here, I build myself. I'm on a journey to self-development, self-development, and I also talk a bit about the literature which I'm engaged in at the moment. So, as always, I'm going to do some workouts, then talk about the books I'm reading. Okay. Okay. I'm doing my best to sit in this pose. Because I think it's good for my knees. I'm resting on my knees. So, yesterday I talked about George Orwell's Animal Farm. And I started the book day before yesterday. It's about 40 pages. It's a very, very interesting read. Very, very interesting read. I mean, it draws like a caricature of the human society. Um, these animals, they felt that they were oppressed by their owners, or by their owner, Mr. Jones. They decided to come together, and overthrew their oppressor. So there were some animals that were smarter than others, and therein became the problem. The smart ones, the pigs, decided to take power for themselves. Then they decided to lord over the other animals, started to write rules and rewrite the rules and create propaganda that this, that. I mean, it draws a lot of parallels from human society, it draws on a lot of problems, ills of modern society. Not just modern society, but society in general. You have the problem of racism there. When I remember very vividly this last rule that was created, because the pigs had 7 commandments like human rights, just like a caricature of human rights. These pigs had these commandments that all animals are equal. But then the rule was, or the commandment was adjusted to all animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. I mean, it's just the way we also carry ourselves in society here too. Everywhere, all humans are equal, but some humans are equal than others. Imagine how funny that is. A lot of really interesting notes to get from the book. I mean, there's the story of the hardworking animal. It does its best, follows the rules. Talking about boxer the horse, you can draw parallels from that in our everyday life too. If you observe and you look around our environment too, there's the hardworking animal, the hardworking human, in quotes, that does his best, follows the rules, does his job, and just one small injury was thrown away, was discarded. It's just like it's the story of the average working man that decides to do his job, follow the rules, live properly, then at just maybe some ill luck, everything comes crashing down and everything just goes south. It's a very, very, very interesting story. And yet, the pigs, the smart ones, or the deviously cunningly smart ones, they get to the top and they keep fattening and enriching themselves at the expense of others. You look at the book, you see that year in, year out, there was hunger, the rations were being reduced year in, year out. Everything was harder, everything was tougher, but everybody just got on to accepting it like that. I mean, you might look at the book and see as it's just a story. It's a funny little story, but no, it isn't. No, it very much isn't. Very, very, very interesting story. Something that we ought to be careful about. The book was written in the early 20th century, not early, but mid 20th century, 1946, and see how relevant it still is till today. Till today, see how relevant it has been since. If you look at human history, and look how relevant it is still today. And we keep deluding ourselves that we're looking for freedom, we're looking for peace and equality amongst all men. And we still repeat the same stories over and over and over again. It's food for thought. It's food for thought. Anyways, that's a few words of mine for today, and let's get into the squats for today. Damn. So yeah, that's my token for today. I'm probably going to read 1984 too. I am. I'm going to read 1984 too. And I talked a bit about Hemingway. I don't know when I'm going to get into that. Right now, I'm starting Plato's Republic. I don't know when I'm going to finish that because it's a very, very it's very full. It's very full. So let's get on with that first. So yeah, that's my bit for today. I'll see you out tomorrow. Ciao.